Like, subscribe and get notified.
Concerned citizens have exposed the claims of Assistencia de Goa, which claimed to set the record straight. They said that the sisters were forced out due to two reasons: failure of Assistencia to repair the dilapidated premises over 10 years, and secondly for reducing the share of the sisters from unconditional hold in 1976 to 85% in 2013, to 78% when Neville Monteiro became architect, to 49% when Neville Monteiro became president.
And also the Assistencia to please ensure that these repairs which are required. One of the main reason they left was because this building was in a very dilapidated state. It was in a very bad state, not livable state. There was a risk for the inmates. So that compelled them to leave this place. So we request both Mother Teresa's home and Assistencia to sit together and talk and discuss and ensure that this place is repaired and made more livable, so that safety should be of paramount importance. Nobody should suffer or get injured because of the unsafe condition of the building. And here they used to have regular masses. In 2013, what we have come to know was there were negotiations to develop this place, where it was agreed that 85% of the space will go to the Mother Teresa home and 15% of the space will go to the Assistencia. And however, when this architect was appointed, Neville Monteiro was taken as the architect, and later on he went to become the president of Assistencia. The shares were, the ratio was more in favor of the Assistencia and less in favor of the, and things deteriorated. The negotiations were going against the Mother Teresa's home. So we don't want that Mother Teresa should give a raw deal. We want that this place should be revived again, repaired, made it habitable. There is no issue of funding. Other speakers will explain on that. So since this place has been doing human service to society, it is the need of the hour that we must ensure that we don't lose this prime, important, essential. It is very essential that a citizens living in Panjim have a safety net. In case of any trouble, any problem, that this was the last place to come. And if you don't have a last place, where will somebody go? Somebody is very old, doesn't have, nobody is willing to support that person. Where will he go? On the streets, on the footpath? This was the place where they will get care, they will get food, they will get health care and all the facilities. So if you don't have that, the vulnerable section of the society will be in deep trouble. Here the priests used to say Mass, and two diocesan priests have observed that there were leakages. The structure had leakages, and a lot of dirt and other things used to fall from the ceiling because it was not kept in a proper state, and it will fall on the altar. So these conditions was not very viable for anyone to continue with the Mass or continue with the service they were providing. The sisters doing humanitarian work for the poor, seeing no response from Assistencia.
The concerned citizens also said that priests who went there to say Mass and two diocesan priests have also observed that there were leakages even in the chapel, and dirt used to fall on the altar, since the ceiling and other structures were not allowed to be repaired.
And then there should be continuity of the services. So in 2013, what we have come to know was there were negotiations to develop.
They challenged the president of Assistencia to publicly disclose the minutes of all the meetings and negotiations between the Assistencia and the sisters from 2013 till date in a transparent manner. They said they want to ensure that the land donated in charity should not be used for any other purpose.
The orphans, they were cared over here, the destitutes, they were given a good treatment, counseling, food, everything, medication. It is not an easy job. Now at I remember there were funds and donations coming in. And at that time we had used some of part of it for the renovation of this, because the visit of Mother Teresa we wanted to conduct. And at that time also, after that, there was surplus of funds there. And if that funds are not sufficient, I think the people of Panjim are very well knowing the condition of this heritage building. So they can come forward and donate and give their help to these people so that they can conserve, they can renovate it, the repairs of the roofs, repairs of the cracks, and so that these people, these missionaries of charity.
I come here only to appreciate the work done by sisters. Sisters of Mother Teresa has proclaimed gospel through their deeds. They have taken care of downtrodden. They have taken care of the sick. They have taken care of unwed mothers. I remember there were so many unwed mothers which were brought here in this house, and they were given medicine, all the expenses, and they were taken care. And today, these unwed, these children who were born at that time, they have become big, and they have these nuns have given them helping hand, and they given them a good family for wedding. I also say that this place, it was given in 1976. It was given unconditional to the sisters, and Mother Teresa was brought here. Assistencia de Goa, a charitable organization, they could not manage, that's why they brought Mother Teresa here. So Mother Teresa has done.
Concerned citizens also questioned how Assistencia has allegedly sold the petrol pump and leased out the fishermen's wharf property for commercial purposes. Instead of serving the poor, it appears, they are serving the rich, concerned citizens stated.
This institute to be converted into a commercial organization. Already they have given on rent that fishermen's wharf, that property. And this, I don't know whether it's given on rent or sold. This petrol pump also belongs to the same Assistencia. So it's not a issue of money. I don't know how it is, somebody saying that it's sold, what, we don't know. I think Assistencia needs to come clean. What has happened to the assets? What is happening? How many properties are leased? How many is sold? You know, because this property was given for a purpose of a charity. So to service to the poor, serve the poor, not the rich people, to sell it to the rich. So there's a very strong conflict of interest that these people are, instead of promoting the and helping the needy, they are serving the rich.